Hi, everybody. Welcome to Module 3, Unit 3, Understanding Social Development of Infants, Toddlers, and Kindergartners. So, social development, what is it? It's the process of learning the skills and strategies used to build relationships to get along with and enjoy the company of others. So, when you think about social development, you must understand that it's a part of what makes us well-functioning people. We're able to effectively participate in groups. We learn to express our feelings appropriately. We can make friends. We can promote respect among others, our peers. That is a big task for a young child to learn. Remember that these skills are taught and learned. They're not skills that children are born with. It's important to understand that brain connections really are optimal for developing those skills. Children's brains are going to be developing whether their experiences are positive or negative. As you may recall from many of the discussions that we've had before, a newborn's brain contains over 100 billion cells or neurons. And throughout their first year of life, many more connections or synapses between these brain cells are produced. It's during the first 3 years of life that is the most important, and these connections are mostly made. So 80 to 85% of a child's brain is wired by the time they reach age 3. 90 to 95% of a child's brain is wired by the time they reach 5. You've got some reading to do. You're going to be reading Chapter 9, the social chapter. Make sure you get that done prior to completing this whole module. It's really going to be important for you to understand the nature and function of behavior, particularly within social contexts. Create and reflect on a positive classroom environment and develop warm, responsive relationships with young children. I know that seems very repetitive, but I hope that you're understanding that you are the key to those positive classroom experiences. Construct a classroom that directly reflects the physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and cultural backgrounds and stages of the children that are in your care. Promote empathy, friendship, and respect through modeling, facilitation, and lesson planning. Understand what play looks like at different developmental stages. And design and practice teaching strategies using developmentally appropriate activities that promote social emotional skills in very young children. So, what does the developing brain need? It certainly needs a lot. It needs healthy relationships, positive experiences, and consistent and secure environments. You are the key to all of that. You're going to be providing the opportunity for children to really grow and thrive in your care. It is your direct affect, your direct goals for learning and objectives that will definitely foster this in young children. You're going to be able to teach them how to form close and secure relationships with their classmates through the modeling that you're going to be doing for them. You're going to help them learn to express their emotions in a socially and culturally appropriate ways. They're going to understand joy, sadness, and frustration are just some of the emotions that children express during the first years. Young children watch important adults to figure out how they should act in certain situations. With adults' help, they increasingly learn how to control or regulate their emotions so that they don't get overwhelmed by them. And this is really the key to social support of young children. By providing this responsive environment and promoting social development, you're helping to build and shape the architecture of a young child's brain. I hope that you really and truly understand that you are a brain architect. And it's about that consistency in that caregiving that really makes it important. So you're going to watch this. This is called the still face experiment. This one is actually focusing on dads, and it's really interesting. Watch these babies go from feeling safe and happy to kind of stressed and upset. What causes the shift, do you think? This is a famous experiment that was conducted by the director of Boston's Infant Parent Mental Health Program. and it clearly shows how profoundly babies read and react to their social surroundings, which even gives you more cause to think about the reactions of the surroundings that you're providing in your classroom. So, social development from birth through age 5 is defined as forming close and secure relationships, experiencing and regulating and expressing emotions in socially and culturally appropriate ways, and exploring the environment and learning, all in the context of the family, community, and the culture. When a child feels safe and secure, they're able to better learn in their environment. And so you need to ask yourself what kind of security you're promoting in your classroom. Social development is really influenced by a lot of factors. It's influenced by relationships for sure. It's influenced by reactions. It's influenced by their own traits, even their community. I want you to take an opportunity to look really closely at the charts and figures in your textbook and really kind of think about how young children are developing these social skills and what role you have in that development. And at the age of the children in your classroom, are you really providing them these opportunities? Because even though this gives you a fantastic list of what children are doing at that age, it's about the opportunities and the experiences that you're providing in the classroom as well. The next couple of slides, you're going to see this really cool discussion about what children can't do yet. And this is created, and I have included the Word document for this so that you can understand it at an even deeper level. This was created by the name of Dan Hodges. And he created this, and I want you to really look at that Word document as you're reading through the next couple of slides, because it really gives you some good insight about why they can't do certain things. And as a responsible and respectful teacher, you need to understand all about those whys. You're going to take some time to answer some workbook questions here. Again, it's that the ability for children to develop their sense of self and their self-concept. You need to respond to children's needs promptly and consistently, and you need to support families in that understanding too. Be very inclusive. Use their home language and culture in the classroom. Hang children's art at their eye level so that they understand that the work that they do is important, because at this age, their job is basically to be with you. You're supporting them in their growth. Model yourself appropriate social and emotional skills so that they can see them. Narrate what you're feeling and why so that children can learn that all emotions are normal. Encourage children to practice and master these age-appropriate skills. You're going to provide a lot of opportunities for them to make choices and show preferences. Give each child one-to-one attention each day, and differentiate your instruction in your lesson plan. You're going to have children of various levels in your classroom. You're going to give all children the support and development that they deserve, knowing that there are going to be some children who need a little bit more support from you. You're going to help them develop the ability to express their own emotions and be accepting and validate when they do show these emotions. Don't be a classroom teacher that disregards emotion. We want to teach children that it's okay to have emotion and also to express that emotion. Help children distinguish themselves from others and create a sense of community in the classroom, and teach children how to be responsible to the group as a whole. It's about, Dr. Becky Bailey calls this, developing the school family. You're going to see here how children at different age ranges have certain benchmarks to social and emotional skills that they are able to develop. And that's important for you to know, because as the teacher, you want to be able to plan appropriately for children in your classroom and expect from them what they can deliver depending upon the age of the particular child. In the world of social development, play is really important for that development. That it offers them the opportunity to develop and learn new skills. They are able to practice certain things, rehearse, and reflect on real-world experiences. Play with other children is how they learn to resolve conflict, take turns, and learn to share. Play's the job of the child. It's the way they learn to understand the world. You see what play is and what play definitely is not. We want to make sure that we're providing opportunities for the children to promote their sense of development, use their imagination, build thinking skills, focus on the process, not the product. Oftentimes I see this in teachers really wanting to come from a place that they understand how things should be taught. And that's with worksheets and skill sheets and tests and flashcards and all of those very inappropriate ways. In your book, you read about Parton's stages of play. And interestingly, though, when I ask you to answer the workbook question, please know that the workbook question does not correlate with the number of stages of play that are in your text. There are 6 stages of play and not 4, so that was a misprint in the workbook. And obviously, when you're providing toys, you want to think about toys and gender. Children playing with toys normally attributed to the opposite sex is definitely not an indication of anything about that child other than they're having a sense of fun and curiosity. So take no gender roles for toys in your classroom. Dolls, when boys are given dolls, they are able to, again, learn that sense of empathy, which is really, really important. When girls are given blocks, they are able to really understand cause and effect. So please don't facilitate a classroom where you have toys that are what you think to be gender specific. You're going to watch a video. This was Lillian Katz. And this was actually at a conference where she presented on some major issues in early social development. You've got a workbook portfolio activity to complete, and this one is on self-concept. It's been a pleasure learning with you. Bye-bye.